All right, week 6 NFL predictions and week 6 NFL power rankings. We've combined them into one video. We've done that all year this year, and this is a rough week. This one was brutal. But for those who aren't familiar with this segment of my channel, it's not the most popular one, but I like doing it. I like ranking. I like predicting who's going to win, who's going to lose. So this is more for me than it is for you, but thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you guys being a part of it. I always put in my top 14 rankings 7 AFC, 7 NFC, even though that's not fair. Because right now there's only 7 AFC teams with a 500 or better record. There's 12 in the NFC. So the NFC is always more dominant, always better, but the AFC always has some really good teams at the top. So it doesn't seem fair the way I might rank them, but I always do that because that's how the playoffs are going to look. You're going to have 14 teams in the playoffs. So move me to the side. You can see here, use my little bear down pointer. This is a Bears-centered channel. You got the Colts, Buffalo Bills, the Steelers, who were on a bye last week, Chargers, Jacksonville, Denver, and New England with winning records. So only 7 teams. There's the cutoff line. And then the Bengals down all have losing records. And over here, you got from Philadelphia, San Francisco, Tampa Bay, and Detroit, all with 4-1 records, the best records in the league, all the way down to Dallas in 12th with a 2-1 record, which is a 500 record. So you've got 12 teams that have winning records in the NFC. So a little bit skewed. So jumping right into it, here's 32 through 15. You got the Jets holding down the last spot. Then the Saints, Dolphins, Titans, Bengals, Raiders, Giants at 26, then the Browns, then the Panthers, then the Texans, then the Cowboys, then the Falcons. The Ravens, I have a hard time bringing them all the way down here, but until they play better, until their defense looks better, they're going to be at 20. Cardinals lost a brutal one to the Titans. They should be higher in my book, but that's a brutal loss. So I'm going to put them at 19. Bears at 18. Vikings 17. Commanders 16. Chargers 15. And into our top 14, I got the Green Bay Pukers at 14. The Chiefs at 13, who probably should be lower, but I still think there's a good team. I still think they're going to make the playoffs, so I've got them here. You got the Jaguars, who are breaking the top 14 for the first time in years for me, at 12. You got the Steelers at 11, Seahawks at 10, Broncos 9, Rams 8, Patriots 7. You got the Buccaneers 6, the Colts 5, Niners 4. Really, I mean, can you imagine when the Niners get healthy? They'll be competing for the NFC for sure with the way they've been playing. The Eagles 3, Bills 2, and the Lions 1. I don't think too many people are going to argue with the Lions being the number 1 team right now. So my week 6 predictions. My week 5 was a little rough. Last week we were 6-8 losing. I mean, I always do 4 upset picks ish, 4-ish, unless it's blatantly painful that won't happen at all. And this last week, the Panthers and the Niners were correct for me in upsets, but man, there were so many teams that shouldn't have lost that did. Texans won, Saints won, Broncos won, Bucks won, Titans won, Commies won, Pats and Jags won. They all won, and that was rough for me. So 48-30 on the year. We took a hit last week. We need a really solid, good week to make up for it. So this week's bye week, we got the Titans and the Vikings. Last week, the Bears, Falcons, Steelers, and Packers were all on bye week. And we roll right into this week's video. Only 2 byes, so that means there's 15 games on the slate. We'll jump right through those. We'll go fairly quickly the rest of the way out. We start with Thursday night's game. Tonight's game, we got the Eagles at the Giants. I do think the Eagles win. I think it'll be closer than some people think, so I got the Eagles winning that one. 6.5 point spread. I wouldn't bet that spread. I think the Giants are starting to find an identity, so I'm not betting that one. Broncos at Jets. 7.5 point spread there too. That one's going to be close to the spread in my opinion. I think the Jets are really going to be fighting for that win. The Broncos look up and down to me, but they look better than worse. So I got the Broncos winning that one. Browns, Steelers. I got the Steelers winning this one, although I think it'll be closer than a lot of people think. So there's not many covered spreads so far for me. We're into the Sunday morning slate of games here. We got the Chargers, Dolphins. I am going to call my first upset here. I got the Dolphins at home, who've been playing very competitively, just not getting over the top. That's kind of hard with Tyreek Hill gone too, but I just have a gut feeling on that one. Dolphins are going to win. I got the Patriots, who are the favorite in New Orleans, winning that one handily, so I'm going to cover that spread easily. I think the Patriots handle that one very easily. You got the Rams going to Baltimore. I really teetered on this one. I feel like Baltimore's going to be fighting for something, but until their defense proves otherwise, the Rams are just going to put numbers up on them. Could win by more than that, but I kept it within 7. A lot of games end up that way. I got the Colts handling the Cardinals at home, but that one might be closer than anticipated as well. 25-20 is my prediction on that one. You got Seahawks at Jacksonville. Jaguars the favorite. I'm still not sold on the Jaguars, and I do think the Seahawks are a good team. So I'm going to call my second upset here. Got the Seahawks going into Duval, winning 27-21. Cowboys at Panthers. I got the Cowboys winning this one easily. I think the Panthers are on fraud alert. They've won a couple games, but they don't look put together for me. I think the Cowboys are going to start piecing things together a little bit better on defense to combine with the offense. Titans at Raiders. I got the Raiders handling this one fairly easily, 24-16 at home. It's hard to say with the Raiders offense, but Genti is starting to look like that draft pick everybody was hoping he would. Buccaneers, Niners, this one's close. This could go either way. This is a hard one to predict. I only came down to the Buccaneers being at home, the Niners having to travel all the way across the country, and all the injuries they have. Bengals at Packers with Joe Flacco. I don't think the Packers are as solid as people think. That loss to the Browns really is affecting me. So I got the Packers winning, but 14.5 points is ridiculous. So if I was going to bet, I'll bet under that spread right there in a heartbeat. Lions, Chiefs. I've got my second upset here. I do think third upset. I think the Lions are going to handle the Chiefs fairly easily on this one. I'm not sold on the Chiefs this year. They got to get that run game going to be effective. Bills, Falcons. I got the Bills winning this one handily. This is one I would bet the spread on pretty easily. So even though it's in Atlanta, I got the Bills handling that one. Bears, Commanders is my fourth upset, and I do think it's going to be a fairly easy game for the Bears. That's no logic. Take the logic out of it because the Bears have the worst rushing defense. Commanders, one of the best rushing offenses, and combine that together, and it should be a blowout for the Commanders, but I just got a gut feeling about Ben Johnson with the bye week and healthy players coming back. Grady Jarrett being there to help with Andrew Billings and Gervon Dexter. Maybe Austin Booker's back. We don't know yet. So I just got a gut feeling the Bears are going to handle that one easily. Score over 30 points and hold them below 24. That's where my prediction is there. So record on the year, 48-30. Not looking great. My four upset predictions this week: Dolphins, Seahawks, Lions, and Bears. I do appreciate you guys tuning in. If you don't mind hitting the like button, subscribing if you haven't subscribed. I do appreciate every bit of this fan base and those who tune into the channel. So good luck to your teams this week. And as it's a Bears-centric channel, bear down.